Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and I'm gonna work on uh, grids once again today. And if you must have noticed from my previous video, the last video, as I'm trying to learn more about Adobe Illustrator, I was encountering some problems and I've started dealing with them. One of them was how to work properly with the snapping issue, which had to do with deselecting the snap to pixels to have really a smooth movement of the selected object so that you can have total control over it. So I'm going to continue with that. I'm going to work with grid once again and create a nice background pattern or just a grid pattern just for fun, just to learn, just to practice and get better and better at working with Adobe Illustrator. So if you don't know, I'm a beginner, and on my channel I'm documenting my journey as I'm learning about Adobe. So welcome to my channel and let's begin. So I need to make a grid. For that I have selected the rectangle tool. I'll left click on the screen. Now I want to have a grid of 12 by 8, and I want to have nice size of the box of the square. I'll keep it to 75 pixels of each, and I'll multiply by that 12, so you can do it within the the options. You can multiply it here, and now I want 75 into 8, and I'll press OK, and I have this grid now. Now what I want to do is, I have this box now what I want to do is turn it into a nice grid. I'll go to object, and I need to divide this. For this I'll go to path and I'll split it into grid. So in rows I need 8, and in columns I need 12. So 12 columns and 8 rows. Yes, that's what I want. So there it is, my grid is ready. Now there's one thing I want to do to avoid problems potentially later on, and that has to do how I will fill colors, because once I'm done creating whatever I want to create in my grid, I will turn off the strokes and just fill the colors. So to avoid potential problems, the potential problems could be in the sense, if I zoom in by pressing Alt and rolling the mouse up, as you can see, the path here has a stroke to it that is on the both sides, and the moment I will turn off the stroke, it is possible that there might be some gap in between two boxes uh, here when I'll fill it with colors and when I'll turn off the stroke. So to avoid that, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to, as I've already done it, I'll select all by dragging over it, or just select Control A. I'll go here in the properties, sorry, in the strokes panel, and in the strokes panel what I'm going to do is, I'm going to align the stroke to outside. So what it is going to do is that if I now click on here, as you can see, the path is along the box. So if I go this side, I will press H to make a hand, close this, and see here, as you can see, box is the box is going out to here. So this black line is visible, but I think the black line that is visible right here is of the next box, as you can see here. So it is here now. If I select this one, it's different. So it's going to help me to basically maintain. If I select this box, as you can see, the lines are here on the inside. The one stroke is here on the outside, but that is not because of it's the stroke of this, it's the stroke of the other one. So basically when I will remove the strokes, I will not encounter any sort of problem. If I take this one box and fill it with some color, let's say not the stroke, Control Z, undo, bring the fill tab up and just fill any color from the swatches, select this box and fill any color. As you can see, there is a black line, but if I select both of these, press shift and set the stroke to none, there is no color bleed, or neither is the color bleed in the sense that it's not going out, neither there is any gap. So that is why I have done this. I'll press just Ctrl Z, and as you can see, just for your reference, once again, I have Ctrl A and I have pressed this align stroke to outside. Now this is what I want to do. I want to create more shapes inside this, and I'll start working on those one by one. And for that, I want to create, semicircles. I want to create boxes as such, triangles, or even few dashed lines if possible. So this is what I want to work with. I want to create triangles. So I'll start working with it one by one. So what I'm going to do is, let's just keep here these two boxes. Let's press here, or just the shortcut for the ellipse, you can press here on the small arrow, hold it, or just press L to select the correct tool. As you can see, I can now make an ellipse. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make a semi. So I'll just select the anchor point here, just zoom it out a little bit. No. So what I was going to do is I'm going to select this all and set the stroke to set the fill color to go to swatches, and just keep a normal toned down color like a brown here. Select the stroke and set it to none. As you can see, there is the path is visible, but there is no grid. So I'll press Ctrl Y and go to wireframe and work in wireframe. So what I'm going to do is, now as I was going to make a circle, I'll press this ellipse, and let's just take this one out here, press shift and alt and drag out a perfect circle. Now this is the first one. I will now press V, select the circle, and select these two boxes, go to the shape builder tool, alt minus, and remove this. I have my first shape. I'll select this, Control C, Control Shift V, hold it and press shift and drag it out here, and I want to rotate it to the other side. So what I'll do is I'll go to the transform tool and turn it 180 degrees. So that's my first area. And what else can I do? I can create a triangle here. For that, I will we'll just go here. I should just take this, create just a random triangle, click it, click off, and bring it in. Take a copy of it and bring it in here. Press this curvature tool. Now I can put it here, zoom in it a little bit, exactly match the points. Now as you can see, they are instantly snapping because the snap to pixel is turned off, so it's not snapping to the small pixels but to proper shapes. So I can, this is the first one. I can also take this and create a copy of it, push this away, try and drag it here, and just select these two, take the shape builder tool, press alt and drag over it, and I have this shape now. I can take a copy of this, push it out here and use it whenever I want to. Let's place it here. Now everything is snapping, and it is snapping really nicely. Maybe take this one here, push it down, and I can come here on the outside, press shift to rotate it and give it a different direction like this. Take this one here and press alt and shift, and so as you can see, I'm developing more shapes. If I want, I can just again rotate it, or just go to transform and make it, it's already 180, I'll make it to 0. It will do like this. And on, so I'll just quickly form more boxes. Take this one, take this guy over here, snap it here, and take this guy over here, snap it here, turn it around, I'll make it 0, so I have new shape. I can just push this here alternately, and take this one here, turn it 90 degrees, maybe more than 90 to 70. Yeah, I can do this. Take the triangle, one more here, take the D again, push it down here. Now let's take this one here, push it down here. So some shapes randomly, I'll push one more here, and some sort of pattern is beginning to emerge. So since I had into 12, I'll go 4 by 4, 1 2 3 4 1 2 3. I'll work on this part now. Let me take this D, take a copy of it. Oh, Control C, press Alt, copy of it, zoom in a little bit, snap it nicely, and turn it around the other way, and take this triangle, place next to it, take a quarter D. Now place it one here, place the other one, and rotate it 180 degrees, maybe a little bit more to 70. No, is it 90? Yeah, I just wanted to turn it away from here. And then you can take a copy of this, put it here, take this one here. I'm still not speeding up the video because I'm kind of learning the whole process, and this time around I hope to complete everything without any hassle. Take it here, put it down here, take a triangle, put it next to it. It's kind of randomly thinking. keep it here, take a copy, keep it here. Oh, zoom it out, and let's just take the shape and keep it here, rotate it 90 degrees, take a copy of it, place next to it, take a copy of it, it's here. I haven't put the D in this direction. Let's try and do that. Take a copy, here and push it by 90 degrees or 270 the other way, and just place it here. Okay, so this time around, thankfully it's much faster. And let's try the last column. Thankfully the workflow is beginning to get better. Let me take this, I'll just keep it opposite to here, and let's just take this one, rotate it in the rotated sense. No, and what else can I do? Place one here in between, maybe rotate it, make it 90, yeah, and place a triangle here, and this one here, make it 0 degrees. What else can I do? Take this D that I had taken here, bring it here, take a copy of it, push it here, and make it 0, or how much, 180? No, 90, opposite to it. And what else can I do? Push a triangle here, okay, and now another one here, turn it 90 degrees, and take this guy and push it here, take this guy and push it here, or maybe, yeah, I can keep it here. Take a copy of it and push it here, and take a copy of it, bring it to 0. I'll then do it 180 and place it in. Oh, what did I do? Control Z, place it in between here, and take this guy and put it here, this guy, and put it here. So there it is, the basic pattern is complete. Now I'll come out of a wireframe. If somebody cannot hear me properly, I'm saying what I'm writing, the word is wireframe. Press Control Y, come out of it. Wireframe. The shortcut is Control Y, Y for yellow. So right now nothing is much visible, but if I select them, there you go, I have all the shapes, and now what I want to do is I want to individually color them, and then instead of selecting them one by one, which I may have to, what I'm going to do is first of all turn them into individual small shapes, break them apart. For that I need to go to view, and one of the in the windows, one of the tools that allow us to break these things into small according to the path is the pathfinder. So I've already selected it. I will press this pathfinders divide. It will divide everything into individual shapes, and it's divided, but it's still locked. So I now need to ungroup every piece. So I'll ungroup this. This has ungrouped everything now. So so individual pieces will come out. Now I want to color it nicely, but for that will I was watching a video, and I learned immediately that it is always better to first create a set of colors and then use that to color your whole palette. It's like setting these swatches. I can set them here, or I can just bring it out here. In swatches you can create your own presets. I have not done that because I still need to learn how to do that quickly. One by one add colors in a bigger project maybe, but for now I will select the rectangle tool, press M, hold shift and alt, create a small box, and basically quickly create copies of it. 1 2 3 4 5. There were 6 copies of it, and start choosing the colors I want it to keep. I don't want to keep it too bright. I tried bright last time around, so let's try to have different shades now. This is, let's, I'll keep one little brighter. I'll keep, let's say, red, a toned down red, something like this. Yeah, little washed out, little on the lighter side. Then I'll select this, and let me select yellow. It's a nice, always a nice contrast to red. I'll keep one as simply as black, or maybe a toned down version of black. Little on the grayer side, little on the lighter side, that as well. Now what else can I take? White. Let's take one white, maybe grayish white, or just slightly like this. It has a brown tinge to it. I'll bring it more towards the reddish tinge. And the last one, maybe from the bluish tone, light bluish tone, grayish. Alright, so these are the shades that I've chosen. I will align them properly. I think like this, yeah, and like this. Now I will use them to color everything. I can start. I'll choose slowly. Let's give it white. What happened? Oh, so this is another thing. When you color it from your palettes, you need to learn to choose the eyedropper tool, which is one more thing I need to learn. So I press this and this, the eyedropper tool, shortcut I, and just choose one color. Okay, press V, go back, choose more shapes. Why not keep all the boxes white? Wherever there are full boxes, that is what I will do. Press I, make it white. Why not do one more thing to really speed up the work? Take a copy out of this and take a copy out of this. The box is white. The D's, all the D's, I'll make it red. And what other shapes do I have? I have a triangle. I'll color the triangles with, I'll take a copy out of it and press I, make it yellow. And what other shapes do I have? Since I've broken up everything, I also have these. Control Z. I have these shapes. I'll turn this and take a copy of this and press I for the eyedropper and make it black. So I have these three colors with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the fifth one is this gray. Is there any shape which might require this? I'll quarter, yeah, the full D I will, because I've used either a half D or a quarter, should not D's, I'm using the wrong word. The word should be half and a quarter, or a half of a pie chart of a pie and quarter of a pie. This is a quarter of a pie. What I will do is I'll take choose these two, make a copy out of it, combine them together, press Ctrl G. This is a single shape now. I'll make this one, press I and make it red. And as for the single ones, I will and make it blue. Now I can speed up my work. I don't have to think much which color should go where. I have all my colors with me now, and that too to whatever shape I want to. So I can now select the shapes and start filling it. Or maybe I can have selected everything. What I'll do is I'll give it a stroke and keep it really small to help me speed up the workflow, so I can quickly do it now. Yeah, all the D's, just the D's, the halves, the half pies. Press I for the eyedropper, turn it red. Great. Select V and select out all the boxes. Turn it, press shift, full box, full box, full box, full box, box, square, square, more squares here, 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 here. I have squares everywhere. More of these squares, nice squares, 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 more squares, more squares, 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 on and on and on. Press I for the eyedropper, make it white. After that, I can work with these ones, which wherever they are, I'll cutouts, select them here, here. Need to stay careful here, here. Take the eyedropper tool, turn black, press V, continue further, press I for the eyedropper, press this, press V, there you go. And now the quarters. Here, oh, I missed a square. Anyways, D, press shift, more quarters, or turn the opposite one black, it's okay. The quarters, turn the eyedropper tool blue, click out. Just for fun, I'm making it black, or should I just add this one here. No, not this one here. Control Z. Just to break the pattern. Now the triangles. Forgot to do these ones. No, Control Z. Check, check. Let's go with the triangles now. But you need to stay careful. Which one is the triangle? This one or that one? Oh, they're all cut out. So I can take any. I can choose this, the above one. Shift, shift, shift. So I'm probably gonna need more colors. Turn them yellow. See if I have not taken or added the color. There you go. Make it black. There one it is. Black. There one it is. This, not this, this. And this little bit here. Black. Now there are a lot of squares, and what about take a copy out of it. What about these guys? Which color would I give them? With yellow, nice lemonish, toned down. Okay, I have it. Press I, turn it green. What about this direction. Choose one from purple. Take copy. What about this guy? Choose, let's say, a shade of orange. A brighter one. Wonderful. This guy. Now I have these two shapes. Okay, the left bottom, this here. Eyedropper, V, eyedropper, select V, the top sides, I think it's done. I'll take just this one more dark shape and create a bit of more variations and give it a kind of this. Oh, with some of these boxes. This color. All in all, it's now complete. I'll push them outside, select all of them and set the stroke to none. Oh, there are gaps in between now. This is what I was talking about in the beginning. There shouldn't be any gap, but still fine. Gaps are covered. The trick to cover these minor gaps is select everything, select everything, copy it, go and edit, press copy, and once you have copied it, go again in edit and press paste in front or paste in place. By doing so, it will reduce these gaps and try and finish those gaps. There's still some gaps here, so I can again copy it. This is one video that I was watching somewhere. Maybe it was not about this software, it was about some other software a long time back, been years in fact. It just clicked my mind from out of nowhere. It was on Inkscape. I was watching some tutorials, so I'm gonna paste in front again. But that's it. A lot better than what I did last time around. The grid is much bigger. I'll press Ctrl G, make it into one single piece, and here it is. I'll press full screen. I can press Z, zoom in, press H, move it here, again press Z, zoom in, further and further, and this is the grid. I will just press H, move it out, zoom it out a little bit, press Z and to like this. This is what it is. So a much better performance this time around with a much better control over the whole grid. There is a slight gap, I might have moved it accidentally, otherwise I don't see gaps anywhere. So I'm extremely happy with what I've learned. It's a 40-minute video, but without any hassles and problems working on this whole thing. I hope in future that as my workflow will improve, the videos will get shorter, and I'm soon approaching to my 10 videos. By the time I really hope to introduce music and the slow and fast speed of working and adding all those things to make it better quality content, because I think this is how the path of learning is, and I'm enjoying it. I hope if somebody's watching out there would like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for your time. Bye bye.